morning. Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat.
Okay, tell us something about yourself.
So, my name is Cristel Abello. I'm representing the beautiful province of Aklan. I am the daughter to OFW parents, but although I was raised in the States, I was raised to be 100% Filipino. Pusong Pinoy talaga ako.
What is one beautiful word in your local language? And what does it mean?
One beautiful word in my language is guapa. And I think that just solidifies and represents the Aklanon trait of us Filipinos being beautiful.
What one learning experience that you had as a child made much impact on you?
One learning experience that I had as a child was growing up in the States. I grew up in the States, but we were very Filipino in the household, from the values that were instilled into our home, to the food that we ate, and also to the language that we speak at the house. Hindi nga pumayag si Mami na hindi kami magtagalog sa bahay. And through that, I really embraced and loved and learned through my culture, and it really solidified my identity as a person, as a Aklanon, and as a Filipino.
What one major lesson did you learn from your experiences during this pandemic?
During this pandemic, I have learned the one important lesson of bayanihan. It's really important for us, mga Pilipino, to stand together, to unite together, and to extend ourselves to help each other.
If you win Miss Universe Philippines, how will you help your community?
If I win Miss Universe Philippines, I will help my community by extending myself through the use of social media. And I want to use my platform to really use my voice to extend myself and to help my community by raising awareness. And I really want to show the people that I'm here, genuine, with or without the crown, that I really want to help and instill positivity and hope with everyone.
What color do you think symbolizes the phenomenal woman?
I think the color that symbolizes a phenomenal woman is a color that you feel confident in. I think that it could be any color as long as you feel proud to wear it, and if you feel beautiful in it, then I think bagay na bagay sa'yo, di pak na pak.
What skills does the workplace of the future need, since working from home now is the new norm?
So the skills that we need to have and instill into our home is, I think that kahit nasa bahay, dapat ganado pa rin sa bahay. And that we should still be appreciative of being at home, and that we're still being able to given the chance to work. And we should really appreciate that. Dapat ganado pa rin sa bahay, patuloy-tuloy pa rin ang trabaho. Just because we are in the new normal, it doesn't mean that life doesn't stop.
If you have a chance to name one spot, man-made or natural, in your province or city that you would like to promote to the world, what would it be and why?
Of course, I would want to promote the beautiful island of Boracay. Of course, it is known as paradise to many, and of course, it is a place where you can just relax, and it is incomparable to other places around the world even. It is one of the most highlighted tourist destinations of the Philippines, and most importantly, I think ang pinaka-importante, ang generosity, ang hospitality ng mga Aklanon.
So are you bringing us?
Pwede! Sige, tera.
When?
Yes, yes.
Well, there's a campaign to #LoveLocal. Which local product would you promote and why?
Which local product I would promote? So, Love Local, the local product that I would promote siguro sa ngayon would probably be ang food natin. I think I would want to promote our food because our food is very relevant. No matter how old, how young we are, we can all sama-sama together, and it brings us all together.
And what one thing should young people like you focus on?
I think what young people should focus on is believing in themselves. I think from this journey, I have learned to really believe in myself and to earn the confidence. And I think that a lot of young people, our young generation, is lacking today the belief and the confidence in themselves to push themselves forward and to also be positive and to uplift. If you are positive in yourself, then you can continue to uplift others.
Thank you.
Thank you. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat. Okay, maraming salamat po. Thank you so much. Thank you po.
30
Is this
seconds
on?
30 seconds per question or statement. So in 30 seconds, tell us something about yourself.
Okay. Hi everyone, I'm Jan Alexis Alcano. I am an Ivatan, an indigenous person, and I am a painter and a freelance makeup artist as well. So I'm very much into the visual arts. And the thing about it is that I can trigger people's emotions just by targeting their sense of sight. And I think that's very cool.
What is one beautiful word in Ivatan?
Magsal or itagsal. That means you are proud of who you are and of where you come from. So me, itagsal ko ka Ivatan ko. I am proud of being an Ivatan.
What is that one learning experience that you had as a child that made so much impact?
Sorry, one.
One learning experience
Learning
that you had as
experience.
a child that made so much impact.
I think as a child, because I'm the eldest child in the family, and I had to learn to be responsible at an early age. So that is my learning experience. My whole childhood, I was taught to be responsible at an early age, to be independent, and to know how to take care of my own self.
Then, what is that one major lesson that you learned from your experiences during the pandemic?
One major lesson would be that anything can happen. So we have to expect the unexpected all the time. And so we must live in the moment, be who we are and where we are, and enjoy that. Maximize everything that we have right now and just learn to enjoy life as it is.
If you win the crown, how will you help your community?
Okay, so if I win the crown as an indigenous person and to raise projects for my fellow indigenous people so that no one else would have to struggle for an opportunity anymore.
What color do you think symbolizes the phenomenal woman?
Phenomenal woman. I think that would be blue because it's vibrant. It's strong color, but it also looks calm at the same time. So I think that's what a phenomenal woman should be. You should stay composed, you should be calm all the time, but you are strong and powerful.
You know, Batanes is one place that I've been wanting to go, but
Yeah.
never had the chance.
Coming
So,
from a humble background, I know what it is like to be deprived of opportunities. And being where I stand right now, it took a lot of courage, rejections, and struggles. So if I win Miss Universe Philippines, I would use this perfect platform to be able to help every create more corner you turn in opportunities. Batanes is unique, and I'm not saying this because I come from there, but it's true. But my favorite spot would be Marlborough Country, or in locally we call it Raku Haapayaman, which means wide pasture. And the thing is, it really is wide, and you can see the Pacific Ocean, you can see the beautiful Mount Iraya, the hills, rolling hills, and also the cows and carabos grazing the grass. I think it's,
It's that beautiful.
yeah, yeah.
Pero, ano na, I can envision it from what
Yes.
you've been saying.
Yes.
So, ano naman, on the other side naman, no, in the real world now, no, so, in the new norm, it's work from home.
Yes.
So, what do you think are the skills that we need to be able to, you know, adapt to this new norm, to this new workplace of the future? So, ano yung mga new skills na, ano mga skills na ito?
Definitely, we have to learn how to be flexible with our skills, time management, definitely, and how to juggle between your personal life and your work. So we have to learn how to set our focus because there's going to be a lot of distractions because we're in a new setting, a new environment. So you have to learn how to set your focus on a specific goal that you want to achieve.
There's a campaign to hashtag love local. So what do you promote and why?
Okay, so while I was in Batanes, I recently did a shoot for turmeric tea. So I think that's what I want to promote because nowadays, with the virus going around and still in our country, it's still prominent. So I think I'd like to promote that, the turmeric tea, because it has good benefits for the body, as well as boosting our immune system, which is very essential nowadays.
And lastly, you mentioned focus earlier. What is that one thing you think that young people should focus on?
One thing that young people should focus on, that would be their purpose. Because right now we all need to focus on our purpose. We all need to unite to make this world a better place, because we really need the cooperation, the unity. We don't need the indifference, the hate. We have to disregard all our differences to be able to unite. That's all.
Thank you. I'd like you to tell your story lang of how you came to Manila. Can
Okay.
you say that, like in a few lines lang, how
A few lines.
struggle of traveling to Manila, and this is not part of the questions, like for the,
Okay.
I just need your story.
Okay, so I was all set and booked for a flight on the October 7th, but a few days prior to my flight, there was a confirmed or recorded case, first ever recorded case of COVID in Batanes. So with that, the next day, the government decided to impose new guidelines for the province, and that included banning all commercial flights. So that means my flight was canceled, and I was actually fretting because there's no other way out of the province than air transportation. So we immediately, I personally reached out to Sir Jonas so that I could have a letter sent to our governor and to the Coast Guard, because we need their permission for me to be able to board a cargo vessel, because it's not really allowed for a passenger to board a cargo vessel for security and safety purposes. But that's the only choice that I had, and it was a risk that I was willing to take. I was actually scared of deep waters, but I had to disregard all the fears just so I can get here to where I am right now, standing in front of all of you.
Why is it important for you to come here?
Because this serves a great purpose for me, being here, a contender of Miss Universe Philippines and representing Batanes. We rarely get to represent Batanes in a pageant, national pageant scene. And I would like to promote not just Batanes as a place, but the Ivatans. I want to embody that resilience that we speak of. And I want to prove to people that we really are who we claim to be, resilient people. I thank my fellow Ivatans.
Good morning, everyone.
So, alam mo 32nd rule,
Yes, I was informed by Angel.
even with the first question that I'll ask you, tell us something about yourself.
Hello, my name is Pauline Cucharo Amlings. I'm your Boholanga Belgian from, of course, the beautiful province of Bohol. My dad is a Belgian and I'm Filipina, so I'm like a mix of both cultures in one, and I'm very excited to be here today.
What is one beautiful word in your local language, and what does it mean?
I would like to choose the word pohon. It means hopefully. It's a word that we use whenever we talk about something that is going to happen in the future. Like, I'm going to join Miss Universe Philippines, pohon, hopefully, with God's blessing.
Next question, what is that one learning experience that you had as a child that made much impact on you?
One learning experience I had as a child was that I had to not be shy when it comes to myself and when it comes to my body and my capacities. I was very shy, always in the corner, but my mom and my dad always kept telling me, you have to really be out there. That's the only way for you to grow. That's the only way for you to shine.
And then, what is that one major lesson that you learned during this pandemic?
Whew. I think I learned so many things, from cooking to planting, but I think one thing that I really learned is how interconnected everything really is. From the animal world to the human world, from communities, inter-province, and I think that just reminds me of the fact that we all play a part in fighting this pandemic and that we can all rise together.
Or if you win the crown, how will you help your community?
I would want to be a spokesperson and a rallying point to bring people together in meaningful conversation and together look for solutions. And I think that with this platform of influence, that's something I can really do.
What color symbolizes the phenomenal woman?
Oh, that's very interesting. For this moment, I would like to choose pink. Pink is the color that would symbolize me as a phenomenal woman. And pink is also something that you will have to watch out for during my my performances for preliminary or evening gown. I'm not going to mention which one, but I'll just tell you that. And it's also my favorite color. I have an emotional relation with that color because every time my dad would give me gifts, it would always be something pink.
I'm excited to see all your pink outfits in the next few days.
Yes.
I'm also excited to find out. No?
Yeah.
So if given a chance to promote to the world a spot, whether man-made or natural in Bohol, what would it be?
I would have to choose the Lobok River Cruise. The Lobok River, I don't know if you've tried it. I hope that you've had. You tried it? So hopefully then you agree with me. The Lobok River Cruise is really one of the more amazing things that you can do in Bohol. It's not just good food, it's not just you being on that river cruise, but it allows you to interact with the locals in dance and in song. And every time I'm there, I always make it a point for me to dance at tinikling with the locals, even though I risk getting my feet hurt with the bamboo. But it's really one of the things I would want everyone to know about here in Bohol.
Let's go on the work side now. No? That's recreation. Now let's go to the work side. We've been hearing the word work from home.
Yes.
So what do you think are the skills that we need to develop for the workplace of the future, as we call it?
Whew, I have worked from home also during the first few months of the pandemic. I'm sorry, it's a bit cold. During the first few months of the pandemic. And I think patience is one thing that we all need to work on ourselves, especially with the internet connection that we have at home. There's so many times that I've had meetings and then my internet connection would fade out and then I wouldn't hear the rest of it. I think patience above everything else is something that we need to work on. And from then on, we at least have the clear mind to work on everything else.
There's a campaign called #LoveLocal.
Okay.
So if you had a local product that you had to promote, what would it be and why?
It would definitely be raffia from Tubigon Loom Weavers. I'm not wearing it at the moment. I will be wearing it for one of the segments.
So one of the things that I would also look forward to seeing.
Definitely, yes. I'm not gonna indulge any more information about that, but raffia is really a product that's from my hometown in Tubigon, and it really takes so many people to make a raffia roll, and there's so much thought and effort that goes into it, and it's a beautiful product with so many possibilities.
What is one thing that you think young people should focus on?
At the moment, it's really staying strong and continuing their dreams of educating themselves, even during these pandemic times. We all are having a hard time, but that doesn't mean that our dreams, our passions are canceled. They're just on hold, and I think that they all need to have hope in their hearts to continue what they're dreaming on and to somehow make their dreams still come true.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Thank you too. Thank you. It's Igorot inspired. Yes. Thank you. Not very warm indeed. I'll take that into consideration next time.